square strike wedge, gimmick or game changer? Let's discuss it now on JP Golf. All right guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about the square strike wedge. So this is kind of a chipper. If you guys watch my videos, you know I struggle with the short game at the moment. So this is something I put in my bag recently to try to help me. My pitching is not very good. So for me, really around the fringe of the greens, just off the green, it's worked really well. It's been better than my lag putting. The further I get off the greens, not so much. But let's take a look at it. Hit some different shots. Hit it from on the fringe, off the green, out of a bunker, across the bunker, see how it does. This is the 45-degree lofted one. They do have one in 55 and 60 as well, I think so. But again, it's something I put in my bag recently to try to help me out. So far, results are mixed, but let's take a look at a couple different shots. And let me know what you guys think. Was this something you would ever put in your bag? All right, guys, so let's start with a couple balls just right here off the green, on the fringe, go into the flag, see how it does. And that's when I actually just bladed. And that one not too much better. So, I mean, kind of the thought behind this is the really wide sole is supposed to make you, I don't say eliminate, but reduce pitching, chipping issues of hitting the ball fat or hitting fat. Or blading it. You can see it's not foolproof as I just bladed my first one across the green. So something I think takes some work. One of the things I'm working on right now is I have a tendency to not keep my head down, keep my eye on the ball. Even on chip shots, I'm looking up at before I'm even through the shot. So something that probably just hit me right there, but let's try a couple more, see what happens. Again, a couple more shots just off the green. And again, kind of the point of this is to kind of keep a putting motion. Hit it like you would a putter, but with that loft, it should chip up. I don't know if you can tell right there, even for me right there, even with that wider sole, for me this thing is still snagging into the ground. So I'm not gonna say it's doing as much as a wedge, but it's definitely something just like a wedge you got to practice to get better at. So try a couple more, go into a little bit further flag, see if I can get a little bit more better feel with it. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna, this wider sole, I do think it probably would reduce the tendency to hit it fat, to blade it. But I'm gonna be honest, if you're struggling with your feel, with putting, which is something I'm struggling with right now, I don't know that it's gonna perform any better than wedge. Again, a little bit, but let's just say it's not a miracle worker. Let's get behind this bunker right here, hit a couple, see what we do. All right, so we're gonna attempt to hit over this bunker onto the green there. All right, so that's the first area I see some real promise. If you're someone who struggles with that shot hitting over a bunker, use that putting motion. You just got to make sure you give enough power. It is in that kind of fluffy grass. It would be hard to chunk it. So I'm not gonna say I got close, but definitely had no problems getting over the bunker. So from there, pretty good. Let me show you guys the results. All right, so there's the flag. Here's my first shot. I actually went over the green. But my second one was pretty good. So let's try now over this other bunker. Same pin, short-sided, and let's see how that performs there. All right, a little bit tougher shot here. We are on a down slope. So let's see. Again, you're just using the putting motion. And there you can see on the down slope, that putting motion is gonna put it right into the bunker. So there you go. Down slope, something like that, using putting motion. Number one, this thing is not gonna have the loft. Again, they do have higher lofted ones, but if you go to the standard 45 degree, something as severe as this, I don't know if it's gonna help you much. So let's try it one more time with it, see if I give it more of just an actual wedge type swing, what happens. Wedge type swing, blades it right across the green. So you guys can see I'm struggling. Again, it's something I put in my bag thinking it might help me, and it's really not. Again, I think off the fringe, for me right now, working better in my putting. Again, that shot where when you're on level ground or maybe an upslope and got something to go over, it works. So other than that, if you're otherwise, I think you're probably better off just practicing with your wedge. So it's a club I may leave in my bag just for the fringe and not use very often, but I think for me, I'm going to try to get better with my wedges. So I'm not going to call it a gimmick. What I will say is it's not something that's going to replace your need for your other wedges. I still think you're going to need to learn to hit wedges for when you're on a downslope, somewhat high lofted, where that putting stroke is just not going to get it done. So I'm actually going to just hit a couple of shots with a wedge, that same spot of the bunker I was struggling with, and just see if I struggle there too. So you guys can get a feel of, hey, is it Jeremy? Because it certainly could be me. But let's check that out. All right, guys, so we are back here. We got that same downslope. Got my Ben Hogan equalizer wedge. Let's see what happens here. I'll go in the hole. All right, so keep this running. You guys know how to edit that. So again, not great shots. One pretty good one. One went over the green. Again, I was short-sighted, but that shows you, again, just on that shot, it's not, that's just a tough shot for that square strike to pull off for me. So let's hit a couple out of the bunker, and then we'll get to our final thoughts. All right, so we got these balls in the bunker. Let's see how it does getting them out. All right, you definitely cannot use that putting stroke they talk about. It got me out of the bunker, but it's just going way over the green. There's not enough loft. So, you know, if you're gonna have to swing it like a regular sand wedge to get out, you probably ought to learn how to use a sand wedge. All right, guys, so there we go. Again, I'm not gonna disparage the club. There's obviously a demand for it. The fact that Ping, and again, I think Callaway and other manufacturers have started releasing these kind of clubs. But again, I think they're gonna help you more flat lie. You know, again, maybe you struggle with the feel of a putt. got it pretty, you're close to the green. Want to take, again, some of the breakout. So I think if you struggle with your wedges there, I do think it will reduce the tendency to blade it or hit it fat, but it's not going to eliminate it. It's going to take, same thing, I'm just not using this, haven't practiced a lot. It's going to take practice. So if you think you're going to put this in your bag and immediately become a short game expert, I'm sure that's not going to work, because you guys have seen my short game, and let's be honest, most of these shots not much better, and ones I hit the best were with the regular wedge. So kind of something I'm probably going to start focusing on is getting better with my normal wedges. So hope you like the video though. Take the time. Hope you will like it. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below. Let me know if this is something you've ever put in your bag, you would put in your bag, or what you do to, what tips you have to maybe help me with my short game. So keep it locked here. Until next time, here on JP Golf.